Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we are back with Victoria 2. I am using, as you can clearly see, the Pop Demand mod in the mod little enable screen. It's called Pop of Darkness or Pops of Darkness or something like that. Anyway, so what it basically does is just adds more industrial things and other things like that. I will, of course, show you once we get into it. The big question on everyone's mind, I'm sure, is who are we going to be playing as? And the answer to that question is good old Sardinia Piedmont. Why not? Why not indeed? So, let's take a look at our current situation. And we're in the northwest corner of Italy. We've got a relative amount of industry. We've got a luxury clothes factory kicking around in Piedmont there, which is great. I appreciate that. Show empty states, please. But we can see we've got 3 states and only one with a factory. It also looks like we need to get another factory on the go or expand the luxury clothes factory because, you know, we got the room. But taking a look, so let's talk a little bit about the industry and what's changed with the mod. I'm going to be honest, it's been a long time since I played Victoria 2, so I don't know if this is in the mod or not, but we can see the 20% bonus here. Have a regular clothes factory, and then we've got another 20% because we've got silk. So we're producing silk, which is good. What we're going to want to add is one of these guys. As you can see, though, we don't have the bling to afford it. So that's going to be the first thing we do when we get money, is to get that set up. Anyway, let's get on with this. So one of the things the mod does add, and I know this for a fact, is all these new decisions. So we can see there are a ton of decisions. Right now, we can go ahead and, because we've invented the rights of man, we can get the rights of man until the end of the game with a prestige increase of 0.02 and a pop consciousness increase of 0.01. A recognition has begun among our people of the basic fundamental rights that all humanity shares. This is the first step in becoming a truly modern civilization. Well, if it's the first step, I think we should take it. So we will. And now we get a little bit more prestige, which is good. Prestige is good. Consciousness, whatever. We'll deal with that when it becomes an issue. The other thing we're going to do is set up in our 2 populous states the clergy. Get that up to 2% to assist with our researching, because our researching is important. We should also take a look at our tech tree. You can see we are a military industrial complex nation. So we get 15% to military, 10% to industry, and -10 to culture, -5 to navy, and nothing to commerce, which is good. Well, I mean, it's not good. I'd like to have, you know, +10 everywhere. But I don't think such a thing exists. Regardless, we're going to need to pick our first technology to research. And as I would love it to be medicine as I stumble around the train of thought that I'm on. But obviously it can't be because we can't figure out medicine until 1840. So the first thing I'm going to grab is, I think it's stock exchange. Yes, it's stock exchange, because that allows us to build stock exchanges, which is one of the new factories. So again, we'll go over this, but taking a look, there are a ton of new factories, and as more technology becomes available, more factories get unlocked. But you can see here we've got like a bronze factory and bronze artillery. That will obviously, you know, be great until we come along and we're like, hey, how about some iron artillery or steel artillery and breech-loaded rifles, bolt-action rifles. All these things are going to require like industry upgrades. So it's just going to be something we're going to need to remember. And what else do we need to do? There is one other thing that I'm going to want to do. We've got 3 units here for a total of 9,000 men. We've got 3 clippers here for a total of, we can transport 3 units. which is good. The first thing we're going to do, and this is an old trick, I like this, we're going to go conquer Haiti. So this is going to be our first expansion. We're going to conquest, full-on annex these suckers as the first thing we do. Nobody's going to care. Haiti's not in anyone's books. Or not in anyone's books. I don't know what that means. They're not in anyone's sphere of influence or under control of anybody. Anything like that. They should be a walkover. And, sorry to keep jumping back and forth, you'll have to bear with me. Everything on this island is tobacco. So that's all this island produces. When we annex it, it'll be a part of Sardinia Piedmont proper. So it'll be a state where we can build factories, and I think it makes sense to get a little bit of a tobacco industry going on in Haiti. Anyway, that's for the future. Today we deal with the present. We got our technology set. We've got our focuses set. Let's go ahead and tick time along just to get our economy sorted. Birth rate high. Excellent. And we might as well take a look at the news. War between Tigray and Chihuahua. Russian-French relations, the fears of Belgium, missing child found, mountaintop birth, literacy, the weather, and postal convention. All things that happened in the first few days. You can see our economy's a bit in the tank, so we will go ahead and tax these guys 69%. Because that's a good number, and we're making 420 tax income per whatever. So, yeah, 420, guys. There you go. It happened. Let's bump up education a little bit while we can. Maybe 79. We'll make 50 pounds a day. That sounds fine. Let that get all sorted. And I think we've got enough money now to build ourselves. Where is it at? A regular clothes factory. So, obviously, industrial-wise, we're looking at, the clothing industry, which I think makes sense for Northern Italy. I hate to, typecast a region purely based upon an industry, but, the Italians, they know clothes, so that should be great. Taking a look at the world, or the world around us, we got France to the west, Austria to the east, Switzerland to the north, but that won't really matter. And then we got a whole bunch of little Italian states down here, which obviously if we're going to want to reunite, if we're going to want to unite Italy, and I think we're going to, we're going to have to, conquer these guys or get them somehow under our wing. But for the most part, these northern Italian nations, they're all buddy-buddy with Austria. We're not strong enough to fight Austria. We can see the Papal States, they're buddy-buddy with France. We're not strong enough to fight France. Really, the only Italian nation we could go against is the two Sicilies. But, from a military perspective, we're pretty much the same. It would be a long, drawn-out war that I really don't want to have to fight. Yet. Not without friends. And one of the friends, in fact, really, the only friend that matters, is going to be France. We're going to want to keep France on our good side, get in their sphere of influence, and just generally have a good time. We can see with our military here, let me actually show you, Southern Italian is not an accepted culture in my Northern Italian nation. So all these Caglarians, or people from Caglaria, we could do irregulars, we could do mobile artillery, we could get some hussars, or we could get some infantry. Infantry is not the same as regulars. Keep that in mind. They are worse. The attack, the defense, not nearly as good, nor the discipline. So that is just something to keep in mind. We could go ahead and build them if we wanted to. I don't think we really need to worry about getting that up there right now. Really, what we need to do is get Haiti. And chances are our fleet will make it there, but it won't make it back. So that's just something to keep in mind. And we also want to make sure we get a leader for when we have to go fight the good fight. Another newspaper. Swiss insults. Are they insulting us? Probably. I don't know. It doesn't say. A detailed analysis of the Chile relations. Demand concession. Oh. So here's another thing. Not the demand concession, but yeah, good. The Haitian menace. Wonderful. Good. We'll get out of the newspaper. First Minister, our new First Minister is a retired general. So we can see that because our First Minister is a retired general, we get a bit of an organization, regain rate and land organization. It seems to me to be completely random as to what your First Minister is, but that is a part of the mod. So, yeah, it's neat. I've had raving lunatics. I've had good generals. I've run the gamut when it comes to First Ministers. Good generals. I meant good leaders. But, you know, same kind of thing. We're still losing money. Well, it'll even itself out. With those two going, we should be pretty good, and we'll take a look. What do other people want here? We want an ammunition factory and a paper mill. Okay, you do that. We've got our Conquest Causae Belli against Haiti, but what we really need is a general. So we need 20 leadership, and I think we're sitting at 18. So monthly leadership +2. Shouldn't be too much longer, and we should be able to get a general. Just one. Hopefully he's a good one. We'll see. We can kick this up to speed 4 while we generate the points for this general. There we go. And let's see. Ugo is pretty bad. Uncommonly young and pusillanimous, okay. Basically means he's crap. He's alright on defense, attack sucks, morale sucks. Thankfully, the Haitian military shouldn't be anything that is anywhere near a concern. Let's head to the Jamaica Channel and make sure we take Port-au-Prince first. So we got a little naval base there to land on. We can see they don't have a military at all. So we should be okay with our little conquest here of Haiti. And I think, you know, starting the video series off on the right foot is really what this is all about. Looks like the United Kingdom is off to war. Good for them. They, you know, they deserve it. They worked hard for their empire. They can do as they see fit, basically. I wonder, can I, dear France, get military access? No. Well, we'll keep increasing our relations with you anyway. Yeah, and there's our navy. Still holding together, which is good. Let's see, we got some out-of-work people down here in Savoy. All 18 of them will be employed making ammunition. I'm not sure if they've got the raw materials for making ammunition, but it matters not to the capitalists in this game. Oh, I think we may have lost a ship or two. Well, maybe not. But these guys are looking forward to delivering their cargo, let me tell you that much. Alright, we're off the coast of Haiti, and it looks like they've got some military units. That is a bit of a concern. That's okay. We will take them anyway. They've only got, you know, useless amounts of enemies. I'm hoping we can siege this down quicker than the fleet dies. But I'm fully accepting the fact that the fleet is entirely expendable and replaceable. So that's fine. But if we don't need to rebuild the fleet, that suits me just fine too. Of course, with this being clippers and frigates, we're going to want to be upgrading the fleet eventually anyway. A group of known radicals have been assembling at a central townhouse on Cato Street regularly for several months. The group's outspoken radical Republican agenda and its attempts to recruit new members have led local officials to raise concerned eyebrows and to keep watchful eyes on the group. In a dawn raid by police early this morning, suspicions were confirmed as the cabinet was caught red-handed planning an assault on a known member of the cabinet in preparation for a future coup d'etat. Although we never risked the plan seeing fruition, the incident has sparked a debate in the upper house on the need to curtail and regulate the rights to assemble. Yeah, you know what? Liberty should always be defended, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. People should be able to meet. Which, considering we're a reactionary government, that's quite an extreme stance to take. I hope the people appreciate the sacrifices we made there. Are we going to be able to pull this off? I think we might be able to. Oh, no, we just want to fight in the Jamaican Channel. Go there. Oh, well, I guess, yeah, you're not going to be losing to attrition now. And so really all we need to do is take down their army, capture their capital, and then we can slide our fleet in and get them repairing. So, hey, that's not bad. We're off to a good start. And yeah, we're on speed 4. I can't do much about that. We'll just have to keep things going at a reasonable pace. Cement factory, I'm okay with that. In Piedmont, that's fine. We'll roll with it. And what's the other project you guys have cooking up here? Paper mill. Okay, yeah, well, that's fine. The defining symptom of cholera is an exhaustive diarrhea, rendering the deceased almost completely incapable of retaining fluid. In severe forms, the disease can cause death within a few days of the first symptoms, making it one of the most rapidly fatal illnesses known to man. Today we received a dispatch from one of our provinces confirming earlier reports that the disease has, indeed, broken out there. Quarantine the freaking province. We don't need cholera running rampant everywhere. Go ahead, keep trying to raise a military, Haiti. It'll get you nowhere. Workshop of the World. So that is another one of the events. Perhaps we will be able to show those off. I don't know if Sardinia here or Italy, when we form it, will actually be able to become the Workshop of the World. It's, when you're competing with the likes of Great Britain, France, and what becomes Germany, it's not very likely. Captured, let's go, and let's send you guys in to repair. I'm impressed we were able to keep the fleet. That makes me a happy camper. And let's see, are they going to repair? They are going to repair. Beautiful! Well, we've got that in the bag. Unfortunately, post-Haiti, there's really not a lot of places we could move into. I guess we could start pushing in to Central America, actually. I never considered it. And I played one little warm-up game with Sardinia Piedmont. Got to about 1857, so not a very long warm-up game. But I never even thought to start pushing into Central America. I'm thinking that now, though. Maybe not Colombia, but Costa Rica, why not? Nicaragua, Honduras. Basically, as the USCA splits up, we can start grabbing pieces of that for ourselves for our colonial prestige. Although, like I say, I don't think these nations or these provinces, these states, that's the word I'm looking for, actually become colonies. Like I say, I think they just become states, which, makes things a heck of a lot easier than sending colonists everywhere trying to, build up regions. These guys are just going to be right away Sardinia Piemontian citizens. Oh my word, we are broke, aren't we? Okay. Well, we'll have to cut education spending back. Put that back down to 50. And we might as well raise this up to 79. Really get the taxes going. That's not going to help. This'll help, though. Just temporary, people. Don't worry, just temporary. And how bad is our loan? Total debt, $5,000. That's not bad. It's less than a vehicle. We're not in debt at all. Oh, so close. So close. And we got military numbers expanding, which is good. I'm hoping we'll get some troops in Haiti so we can just have local troops protecting the island. That is my plan anyway. Well, looks like that's done. And propose a peace. Annex. Beautiful. So it looks like in Haiti we could build 1 unit of infantry. That might not be enough to put down revolutions as they come. But you know what? We'll take the risk. We'll take the risk on it. The unequal treaty, horseman, Mexico at war with the USCA, so it looks like Mexico is going to be expanding into the south. Might have some potential issues with them. Yeah, we should be able to make it back to Genoa with that army, and we can go ahead and start building some troops in Haiti. Lovely, excellent. That got us some prestige. The world realizes just how important Sardinia Piedmont is going to be. In the meantime, I don't think we have any artillery, right? Which is, unsurprisingly, a bit of an issue. Liberals in Nice. A group of Piedmontian agitators has gathered support in Nice, quickly turning into a stronghold of liberal thinking, one that may endure for some time to come. It is almost certain that, should Piedmontian policies turn to something not of their liking, Nice will be one of the first regions where we see trouble begin. One could say, that's not very nice. So yeah, I think what we're going to do is just train up some artillery for the returning army from Genoa. That seems like a good idea. Let's do it. We can do 1 in Turin. We could do 2 in Turin. Perfect. We shall do both. And you shall go to Genoa. This right here is a feature I talk about in every other Paradox game that is brilliant. And I realize with the Art of War, EU4 kind of did something similar with their whole build army queue thing. But this is so much better. It gets tricky if you're trying to build more than 1 army, I'll grant you that. But if you just want your army to go to 1 location, and not even your army, just new units you're building to go to 1 location, or new ships you're building to go to 1 location, you click this button and they'll all go there upon completion. It makes life so much easier. Didn't need to sit there while the game was paused singing its praises. Looks like we can cut taxes a bit here. So let's go down. We can do 79? I think we can survive on 79. We can. How's our money? We can repay our loan. And now we're back. Back to just making money. We got nothing in the National Bank. That could be a problem. But I don't think it will be. How long is it taking my fleet to get here? My God. We need something like steam power. Something like it, anyway. Getting close to stock exchange being finished up. Looks like it should be done in May. We got a Mozart Festival, Prussian relations, Saxon research complete, Gondor at war, a new patent, victory over Haiti. Doesn't even make the top thing in our own national newspaper. That's how unimportant. I did the air quotes there. You didn't see it, but I did them. The Haitian campaign is, I guess. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We got some more stuff. The Papal States knows its place. That's good. Monocle sales plateau. That is concerning. How are people supposed to see without their monocles in? What a world we live in. Taking a look, we're in May 1st, 39. When we come into 1940, idealism is going to be, you know, the primo necessary thing to research. So I'm just going to bank our research points. And let that build up, and then we can dump it all in and get that research that's necessary quite quickly. A fledgling stock and bond market has been introduced to Sardinia Piedmont, particularly in Turin, where a frenzy of speculative trading has already begun. Piedmontian economists are optimistic about the effort this will have on private investment, though some have expressed worry that what goes up may also come down. For now, we enjoy prosperity. But what will tomorrow bring? What a marvelous way to make some money. So we got a little boost into loan interest. And we're building a bakery in Hispaniola? No. Have we got a cigar factory yet? The possibility of? We do not. We are producing paper. Well, 21 people in Piedmonte and Sardinia and Corsica are producing paper. We could get a cigarette factory going, which could be possible. Or, if we take a look at the technology tree and commerce, stock exchange, cigar factories. So each month we get a 5% chance of researching cigar factories. Obviously, big wig investment bankers like their cigars. And those suckers just need tobacco, and they're worth more. So I think putting a cigar factory in Hispaniola would actually be better. That's just my opinion. You know, you guys might have a different one. Such is life. Let me know in the comments if you do. But I think a cigar factory in Hispaniola would be a good idea. Personally. Can we get more? Nope, that's still Europe. We don't necessarily need a big army in Sardinia here. Or is that Corsica? No, that's Corsica. Yeah, we don't really need a lot there. So, increase our relations with France. I mean, unless we get revolts. But that won't happen until 1848-ish, around there. We got time to completely forget about it. Hey, we made the front page. Stock exchange. Of course, it's the front page of our own nation, so, you know, suck it, Victoria. Our technology is more important than your coronation. Haha! Italian victory. So, with our first colony in place, work being done to get France on our side, really what we need to do is just wait for one of these Italian nations to fall out of favor with either Austria or France if, you know, the Papal States get really idiotic and decide to anger the French for some reason. And then we can just start picking little nations off, making Sardinia a bigger and better place to live. That's the idea anyway. And hopefully it comes true. After that, obviously the formation of Italy is going to be important. And really to do that, we're going to need to be able to go to war with Austria. Not the strongest of great powers by any stretch of the imagination, but certainly a strong nation that we're going to need big help with. I let it slip a little bit, but that's okay because we've been banking the points. We'll dump that into idealism. And we can see here we've got some decisions to make. This is, again, part of the mod. We can hold a grand exhibition, not expedition. That's different. Let us display to the world our nation's advanced culture. Money at least that much, we get that much prestige. Done. National Conference, a grand display of our nation's scientific prowess. Let us bring the intelligentsia together in the capital so that great minds may share ideas and advance our country's interests. We're going to lose a bit of prestige, but we get some research points, so let's do that. After all, we just got a ton of prestige from our conference, so that seems like money well spent. Oh, gold rush in Sassari. So now we've got a gold-producing province, which is great for money, because gold basically is money. So that's good. Money may not grow on trees, but you can certainly dig it out of the ground. We don't need a ammunition factory in Hispaniola, and, I mean, we'll let the glass factory go, but if I'm honest, we don't really need it there either. Looks like the Federal Republic of Central America is disintegrating. This is good news, of course, for us. We've got tons of new locations to go after, and I'm thinking Costa Rica with all that coffee. Right? 2 provinces of coffee, that wouldn't be too bad. Nicaragua, that's got some coffee and some other things, which were probably useful. Tropical wood is always good, as is sugar, more sugar, and tobacco. I take back everything I said. Honduras, you're the target of my affection. Let's make sure Guatemala doesn't have anything, although Guatemala would put us pretty quickly in conflict with Mexico. Honduras wouldn't put us really in conflict with anybody. And I would imagine our military is strong enough. I'm going to remove focus and get the clergy set up in our other 2 states. You can see Hispaniola very quickly became our 2nd most populous state. Population is increasing. If we take a look at our entire nation, 11% of our nation is now Afro-Antillean, with another 1.7 or 1.5 being Afro-Caribbeano, and then another 1.3 being Caribbeano itself. So, yeah. We got a lot of non-culture people already. We might as well throw in some Guatemalans or Hondurans as well. Yeah, I'm really liking the look of Honduras. That would be a nice addition to Sardinia's empire. And like I say, I don't think anybody would really mind. Maybe America, they might want to get involved. But we're going to go for it. Proceed. Why not? What is the worst that could happen, ladies and gentlemen? It's not much. I'll tell you that much. How's this coming along? So you can see, even with the big boost of research we gave it, 21.3. My God, people are not pleased that we're going after Honduras. And I just realized I'm going to need to get the military set up properly. I guess we could take those guys. No, we don't need any military in Corsica, do we? No. All right, let's get you on boats and head you to Haiti, where we can pick up the locals and really give it to Honduras. And then we're going to have to play nice for a very long time. Last thing I'm going to do, expand the naval base in Nice, even though the people aren't. And I think that is about it. I think then all of our states will have a naval base. So that's good for future expansion. In fact, it's critical for future expansion. You don't want to get behind at your naval bases. They take a long time to build. Damn, that Damn, getting discovered. Bovine fever. A strange fever has erupted among the cattle in one of our farming provinces, and the cattle are reported dying en masse. The veterinarian at the local garrison has been crisscrossing the province, trying to what little can be done to stave off the effects of this, apparently quite contagious disease. While the disease itself will eventually dissipate, the question of reimbursement for hundreds of ruined farmers and their families still requires attention. We could cover all losses. I think we could swing that. Or there's little... No, we'll cover it. Because, yeah, we have the money. And that's better than getting people angry that, you know, their cows are dead and there's nothing that can be done about it. So you owe us a solid, people of Sardinia. When we go to war, you better be ready to fight Honduras. Because it's going to be a bloody conflict. Actually don't know that for sure. I just imagine it will be. Come on, Armata di Mare, which, you know, my Italian is worse than my German, but I think that means Army of the Sea, which, you know, just is a little insulting to the Navy. I don't know. Generally, navies consider themselves to be not so much an army, but more, you know, a navy. Anyway, I'm sure that's just military semantics. Another beer hall has opened in one of our provinces today, adding yet another notch to the province's reputation as a paradise for ramblers, gamblers, and drunkards alike. For every 100 citizens in the province, there is now a saloon, brothel, beer hall, or other institution of vice and sin. While spirits may serve to rise even the bleakest of moods, the long-term effects of overconsumption are not to be trifled with. Cheers! Screw the worry. Guys, come on. The Honduran menace, they're coming at us again. Hispaniola, no. Still can't build a cigar factory, can we? I might just buckle down and build a cigarette factory. But it's not like there's, you know, people waiting for work in Haiti. So we should be okay. Queen Victoria marries, Treaty of whatever. Yeah, we're fine. Mostly British news. Who needs that trash? And as soon as the Army of the Sea arrives, I think this will be a good spot to leave the video for today. With the dawning of the age of liberalism, while Napoleon and his armies have been defeated, the fundamental ideas of the French Revolution have not been. In Germany, the old crowns of the Holy Roman Empire have been wrought to naught, and the feudal contracts of old were replaced by Napoleonic civil codes. Everywhere in Europe, in coffee houses and universities, the ideas of liberalism, political reform, freedom of speech, and the rights of people rather than of monarchs are proving again the old proverb that there is no stopping an idea whose time has come. Minorities long yoked under crowns and scepters are waking up to the realization that fate is theirs to make, and, across faraway oceans, the riches of Africa and Asia beckon. As the dust settles on Waterloo, Europe stands again at the beginning of a new era, the age of liberalism. We can expect a lot of liberal things to happen from now on. So, just remember that. We've got our Cause Belli against Honduras. We've got our military in position. Think we're almost ready. They've got no military to speak of. But that's going to be in the next video. So didn't he Piedmont save over my warm-up? That's fine. So guys, new series. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.